access Mega Man games. After a 7-year hiatus, Mega Man is back. Capcom recently announced Mega Man 11, which will bring the Blue Bomber back to game consoles everywhere in late 2018. If you simply can't wait that long, though, there are 30 years worth of excellent Mega Man games to tide you over until then. From Mega Man's classic days as a side-scrolling run-and-gun hero to his more recent forays into crossover fighting games, it's easy to see why the plucky little robot has become one of gaming's most beloved characters. Whether you want to revisit your favorites or dive in for the first time, here's where to start. Credit, Capcom. There hasn't been a new Mega Man X game since 2004, but at least Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite gave us a new Mega Man X story. Mega Man baddie Sigma and Avengers antagonist Ultron merge into a single malevolent life form, leaving the heroes, and other villains, of the Marvel and Capcom universes to stop it with punches, kicks and flashy supermoves. This fighting game features Mega Man X and Zero, of course, but you can also try your luck as Spider-Man, Ryu, Captain America, Frank West and a whole host of other beloved characters. Credit, Capcom. Mega Man 8 came out in 1996, and it was okay but not good enough to revive an ailing series. 12 years later, Capcom decided to try again with Mega Man 9. This throwback platformer used 8-bit graphics and chiptune music to recreate a NES-style Mega Man game, and fans adored the results. They knew there'd be colorful stages, tight gameplay and memorable tunes. What they didn't expect was that the game would also introduce the very first female robot master, Splash Woman. Mega Man 9 not only satisfied old-school gamers of every stripe but also made gamers realize that Mega Man was still very much a viable gaming hero. Credit, Capcom. The original Project X Zone was a novel experiment, a strategy, role-playing game in which you controlled beloved characters from Capcom, Namco and Sega in a truly bizarre mashup story. The sequel improves on the original, streamlining the missions and providing a little more depth for the battle system. Mega Man X and Zero show up as playable characters, facing off against Sigma, who's up to his usual villainous tricks. While the game favors tactical thinking over twitch-based action gameplay, fans will get a kick out of seeing X and Zero interact with Phoenix Wright, Chun-Li, Chris Redfield, Cosmos and other fan-favorite characters. Credit, Bandai. How do you take the classic Mega Man formula and make it even better? Make it into a Metroidvania, of course. Mega Man ZX Advent starred Gray and Ash, two young adventurers who take control of a mysterious robotic symbiote called Model A. Like the Mega Men of yore, they can copy enemy abilities. Unlike their predecessors, they can freely explore a huge, connected world that opens up as they learn new platforming abilities. With strong connections to the Mega Man X and Mega Man Zero series, ZX Advent's only real weakness is that it never got a much-needed sequel. Credit, Capcom. Remember when Super Smash Bros. Was just 12 Nintendo characters competing in a handful of stages? That seems almost quaint now. Between guest characters like Solid Snake, Sonic the Hedgehog, Cloud Strife and Bayonetta, Super Smash Bros. Is, if you'll pardon the pun, a free-for-all. Mega Man joined the cast for the Wii U iteration of the series, and it was one of his most fun outings in years. Mega Man can hold his own against the best Nintendo characters out there, thanks to his quick movements, small profile and excellent ranged attacks. Credit, Nintendo. Mega Man X7 was, to put it charitably, a disaster. How could Mega Man X8 fix things? By taking the formula back to basics and leaning into the franchise's campy charm, of course. Mega Man X8 is a gorgeous 2.5D side-scroller with lots of varied enemies to fight, hidden secrets to find and upgrades to collect. When Sigma threatens the world, yet again, X, Zero and their new sidekick Axel work together to combat the threat. Full of unexpected plot twists, strong continuity with previous games and a handful of intriguing new characters, Mega Man X8 is almost as good as the series gets. Credit, Capcom. Fan-made Mega Man games are common enough, but how often do you find a fan game so good that it gets an official release? Street Fighter X Mega Man is exactly what it sounds like, pitting Mega Man against the cast of Street Fighter instead of the usual robot masters. The story, which involves the characters fighting over which franchise has the best anniversary celebration, is as agreeably silly as you'd expect. The gameplay, however, is classic Mega Man, full of platforming, charged shots and new ability learning from the colorful bosses. Credit, Capcom.